In my mind, introduction is the part of the class where we kick you straight in the balls, ideally, cinematically speaking. Thus, you know whether it's worth taking the class or you have time to now drop. So, my idea for the introduction is just to throw people into the icy depths of the deep end of the pool. There wasn't necessarily one specific thing that differentiated these from any others, just that they are all theoretically shocking or attention-grabbing or unconventional. Human Centipede 2, I selected because, in my mind, it's one of the most offensive things ever committed to cinema, to film, and it's one of the most important middle fingers to an audience in cinema history. Really, if you can handle that, you can handle anything. Snow on the Bluff is one that sort of a mockumentary, but it's not comedic. In fact, it's quite alarming and fairly sad as well, but it does blur the line between fiction and fact. It takes you to a world that most people that would watch the film probably had never visited and would likely never want to visit. Roar, from 1981, directed and written by Noel Marshall. Wikipedia describes it as an adventure comedy film. The comedy is fairly black because it seems very unintentional, and it comes from just like laughing because I can't believe that these idiots did this stuff. If you're familiar with the film, you know the reputation, and it doesn't disappoint in that respect. A family actually lives. Once again, this one does blur the lines between fact and fiction a little as well. And it's about the family of Melanie Griffith living on some preserve where they have just all kinds of lions and tigers who basically constantly attack them. It's hard to believe your eyes when you see it, and it's even harder to believe that somebody not only would want to be in this film, but would spend money and, I think, bankrupt themselves trying to make it. Survive Style 5 Plus is a Japanese film by Gen Sekiguchi, who I believe directed commercials in Japan, and it's his debut film. This one is not scary or shocking. This one is actually kind of fun, in fact, fairly heartwarming at parts, with a wonderful turn by Vinnie Jones as well. Blue Velvet, obviously, David Lynch, not my favorite David Lynch, that's well at heart, but Blue Velvet is a great way to sort of jump you in, as it were, to the gang of Lynch. The Deer Hunter, Michael Cimino, it's super famous. I've never seen it. I know there's a whole Russian roulette scene. It's supposed to be pretty harrowing, as the whole film is. The Spirit of the Beehive, another one that I have not seen, but apparently it's heartbreaking. Titane is a horror film that's come out somewhat recently that I haven't seen, but is fairly contentious. Some people love it, some people hate it. Either way, it's supposed to be sort of provocative and sort of push you into dark places. I Am Curious Blue, or I Am Curious Yellow. I've heard many times that these are sort of films that are shocking to a certain degree. I realize it's two different films. I had no idea which one to pick. I don't know if you're supposed to watch them both. I don't know. Who knows? I won't know till I see them, which I have not done yet. The final two on the list, Naked Lunch, is David Cronenberg. While I am quite familiar with much of his work, this is one I haven't seen, but this is a film that put Cronenberg on my radar as a more youthful film fan because it looked wonderfully bizarre. It's based on a book by William Burroughs, I think. So these last two are actually literary adaptations, funny enough. And Breakfast of Champions, another literary adaptation. It's based on a Kurt Vonnegut book. I have not seen that, but apparently that too is very bizarre in a way that makes it polarizing, just like so many other films on this list. Obviously, the two that I went with, La Haine and The Holy Mountain.
My alternative picks center on two different themes. The first is my birth year, 1973, and my opening salvo in 1973 is the movie Fantastic Planet, an animated feature from France that is disturbingly strange, but definitely a good opening credit in studying movies. And I would ask people to watch Life Itself, the Roger Ebert biopic documentary describing his career, his grappling with addiction, his difficulties with cancer, his misogynist love life, his wonderful love affair with movies, and so on. Boop boobity doo.